Welcome, everyone. I'm hoping that our technical end is going well right now. Welcome to the Roadhouse Series, and this is the actually the third in a series of shows we've done for women in American music, which began many years ago, about 6 years ago, with a show for the Honky Tonk Angels. And we found we were paying tribute to people like Dolly Parton, Kitty Wells, Patsy Cline, and we found that was so popular and there was such a huge response to it that we decided, hey, let's do more of this. So we've enlarged it, and we've focused on women in American music. And when we were actually developing this show this time out, it wasn't just Americana music we were talking about, and we all started thinking Americana music. And then we all started wondering, well, what the heck is Americana music and who is Americana? So we've enlarged it to simply be American music, women in American music, and women influenced by American music. So we've got a very, very large umbrella, and we've got a great cast of artists tonight who have put together some great videos that I know you'll enjoy. Just to give you a quick background for those of you, anybody who's new, the Roadhouse Series began as a Thursday night series that took place at the Coffee Gallery Backstage. And we decided we wanted to try to do this once a month, where we would focus on roots music in America, the best of the greatest music that came out of the roots music movement for the last 100 years or so. So we began with artists like Buddy Holly and Hank Williams, and we found that the response was so strong that we just kept it going, and we kept moving along in those lines. And the main ingredients to this is I put out the theme, and so like tonight it's American women in American music, but then we also found that it's like that movie Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. So we put out the idea, and we found we attracted the best in songwriters, the best in musicians in the LA Basin area. And now that we're online, virtual, we're getting people from all over America, all over the world, as audience and as performers. So tonight is a special benefit for Patrick Carrico, who is one of the founding fathers of the Roadhouse Series. He was our live-in resident artist who helped to get us inspired and going with the series several years ago, about 5 years ago. He has since moved, and he's a traveling musician, a great songwriter, and he has a problem with Crohn's disease, and he's had to have surgery. So we're just gathering money to help him with recovery, with the economic recovery from having the surgery. And times like these, it's really scary and risky, and we love Patrick so much and we miss him so much that we wanted to do something special for him. So that's what we're doing tonight. I just as by way of an intro for women in American music, I'd like to say that one of the quotes I like to use very often is from a Chinese poet that John Lennon actually used in the song Woman, where if you listen very closely at the very beginning, you'll hear him say, "Women are the other half of the sky." And it's that way in terms of American music, and that we wouldn't be here without all of the great women and artists and singers and just ordinary people, mothers with Mother's Day coming up, who sang to us. Personally, we're going to be talking some about Mother's Day coming up this Sunday. And it's no accident that we chose this month for this theme. I had a mother who sang to me. She listened to the radio constantly. And so when I was being formed in my mother's womb, she was listening to the music of the early 50s, Doris Day and Hank Williams and Patsy Cline. No, maybe Patsy was too early for that. But some of the greatest music of the era of that time she was listening to, and she was singing to me. And she always tried to be this very, very moral lady who was a Baptist. But, you know, she could never help herself. And so she taught me songs by Hank Williams as well. So instead of getting lullabies at night, I had asked my mom to sing me Your Cheatin' Heart, and she would. And Kalijah was one of my favorites. So I have my mom to thank for my love for music. And I know my brothers and my sister feel the same way, that even though she's been gone now for going on 10 years almost, we can still hear her voice singing to us. We can still remember the songs that she sang to us. And that is where the greatness of music, of folk music, of country music, of rock music, rock and roll, that's where it comes alive. It comes from the heart. It comes from the people, from who we are. And the women of American music have given us so much grace, so much art, so much beauty, so much soul. Everyone from Patsy Cline to Billie Holiday to Ma Rainey, who just had a movie made about her. All of these people were key to the development of music today, and the music that you hear when you turn on the radio or your computer or your iPod or iPhone. When you hear that music, that is coming directly from the women and their hearts, and the women who sang to us very, very early on. So I would like to get started tonight, and we have 24 roses of songs for you tonight. So we would like to begin right now. I don't have a song list, and yeah, I remember. I'm gonna let this one come up as it is. I'd like you to please welcome our good friend Carmen. To
1, 2, 3, 4.
Love all night, work all day. Ain't nothing wrong with living day to day. Something's wrong, we gotta make it right. We gotta help one another just to make it through another. We ain't here for a long time, so let's make tonight the right time. Oh yeah, love all night, work all day. Ain't nothing wrong with a living day to day. Ain't nothing
Thank you, Carmen Jean. She chose that and realized after she chose it that Yola is a artist from England, but she is strongly influenced by American music. And so we said, when you listen to that song and you hear Carmen singing it, you know this is American roots music. Thank you, thank you. Up next, we're going to pay tribute to Sugar Pie DeSanto. She was signed to Chess Records. She's a great blues artist in the tradition of some of the best of the Big Mama Thornton and Ma Rainey. And I'd like to introduce you to Irene Espirito. She's going to bring you a song from the great legacy of Sugar Pie DeSanto. Thank you.
Chip on your shoulder, call me out on my name. I'm not trying to be rough, no, but I don't wanna play your game. Long time ago, it happened, we were then. So you just tell me what change your mind, 'cause I can't even be your friend. Now, baby, I don't want to fuss, and I don't want to fight, 'cause if you treat me like you should, everything will be right. Everything will be right. Now I know you've been playing with some other girl in town, but I'm willing to forgive and forget if you just settle down. Why would you wanna hurt me when I've been true to you? I remember the time there was nothing you wouldn't do. Now, baby, I don't want to fuss, and I don't want to fight, 'cause if you treat me like you should, everything will be right. Everything will be right. Now the time is gonna come when you'll be happy with me, and I'll be glad to take you in. Gonna love you tenderly. Now, baby, I don't want to fuss, and I don't want to fight, 'cause if you treat me like you should, everything will be right. 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 Look what they've done to my
my, look what they've done to my brain. I wish I could find a good book to live in. I wish I could find a good book. Hey, if I could find me a real good book, I'd never have to come out and look at what they've done to my song. Maybe it'll all be alright, maybe it'll all be okay. 'Cause if the people are buying tears, I'm gonna be rich someday, look what they've done to my song. Ils ont changé ma chanson. Ils ont changé ma chanson. C'est la seule chose que je peux faire. Ce n'est pas bon. What have they done to my song? Ooh. What have they done to my song? What have they done to my song? And it's the only thing that I could do half right, and it's turning out all wrong. Look what they've done to my song.
Last night I saw it, the crowd and the sweat, the lights in my eyes and the warmth in my chest, and the theater walls held murals of gods, and their gold paint was peeling from years of applause. I wanna go back way it was before we had distance between us. 6 feet changes the way it was. Handshakes and hugs in a crowded room, dancing with strangers, holding up beers, tapping on shoulders and whispering in ears. We were clapping together like one big heartbeat, and the rhythm connected our souls with our feet. And we stomped and we sang, feeling fearless and free, before we had distance between us. 6 feet changes the way it was. Handshakes and hugs in a crowded room, dancing with strangers, and holding up beers, and tapping on shoulders and whispering in ears. We're taken for granted all these years. And you were there swaying to the words I cried, and I woke in my room with the sun in my eyes, and my walls all held posters from a once endless ride. And I picked up my guitar to write 6 feet changes the way it was. Handshakes and hugs in a crowded room, dancing with strangers, holding up beers, tapping on shoulders and whispering in ears. We're taken for granted all these years, all these years, all these years.
Well, this song is by Patty Griffin, and I've heard it interpreted different ways, about cancer survival or just lost love. I think it's a song about constancy. I think it's a song about holding true, and no matter how difficult things get, keeping to your commitments. And goodness knows we've learned an awful lot about that, especially in the past year. And it's called When It Don't Come Easy. Red lights are flashing on the highway. I wonder if we're gonna ever get home. I wonder if we're gonna ever get home tonight. Everywhere, the water's getting rough. Your best intentions may not be enough. I wonder if we're gonna ever get home tonight. But if you break down, I'll drive out and find you. And if you forget my love, I'll try to remind you and stay by you when it don't come easy. I don't know nothing except change will come. Year after year, what we do is undone. Time keeps moving from a crawl to a run. I wonder if we're gonna ever get home. You're out there walking on a highway, and all the signs have been blown away. Sometimes you wonder if you're walking in the wrong direction. If you break down, I'll drive out and find you. And if you forget my love, I'll try to remind you and stay by you when it don't come easy. When it don't come easy. So many things I've had before, and they don't matter to me now. Tonight I cry for the love that I've lost, the love I never found. And when the last bird falls and the last siren sounds, someone will say what's been said before. It's only love that we were looking for. And if you break down, I'll drive out and find you. And if you forget my love, I'll try to remind you and stay by you when it don't come easy, when it don't come easy, and stay by you when it don't come easy, when it don't come easy.
Thank you, Pat. Such a thoughtful song to send to us with this with what's going on today. And you know, it just occurs to me that it seems like we've all grown up a little bit in the last year or so, reluctantly and sometimes angrily, sometimes painfully, but also joyfully. Especially when we can be together like this and when we can hear songs like this performed by one of the best singer-songwriters I know, Pat Nason. And thank you, Randy. I feel your Tom Waitsness there. It's just a beautiful interpretation of that song. And so much longing. Thank you. Up next we have, I forgot to mention Fief Mooney. I'm going to be playing that video for days to come, I guarantee you. Beautifully performed, and I know Melanie would be happy wherever she is tonight. One of the great people of Woodstock, and such a beautiful song. Thank you. I love all the notes. Please keep sending in the notes. They keep us going, and we know you're there. And this show is just going so beautifully. I'm so happy. Thank you. Let's move on to and call Dolly and JJ away from the production booth for right now to come out from behind all the knobs and all the wires and everything, and to give us a little Mother's Day message from Dolly. And a song from Cool House with Dolly Ramirez and JJ Shock. Thank you.
Hi everyone. This is probably my 20th attempt at trying to do a video message for Mother's Day, and then I just start crying. I start getting teary-eyed because I think of all the just thinking about what my mom went through to make sure that we were provided for, that we were cared for. She was a single mom with 4 kids, and as my sister says, we were like feral children. So I just want to say thank you, Mom. Thank you for doing everything that you did to make sure that we were okay. And happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
Hi everyone, we are Cool House. This is JJ. I'm Dolly, and today we're going to do a song by Patty Griffin called I Write the Book. I first saw Patty Griffin at Lilith Fair in the late 90s, and I fell in love. Been a big fan ever since, and this is actually one of my favorite songs. This is I Write the Book. I'm over here, and it's cold. I'm writing recipes for growing old. Grown old, oh, mean and alone. Oh, baby, pick up the phone. This pain in my heart has been with me through the ages, and I'm walking around like a very old friend. It goes anywhere I go, it's been everywhere I've been. There's something shiny in my pocket, yeah. It's the key to my heart. Why don't you wanna lock it? I write the book on loneliness. I write the poem on pain. I'm the obituary in newspapers, lying out in the pouring rain. We used to be loneliness. I don't know how to explain. We used to be Adonis and Venus. Now we're the water flowing down a drain. Don't wanna be bad, don't wanna lie, don't wanna make you mad, and I don't wanna die. Yeah, knowing we're apart for the rest of our lives. Cut through me like a knife. I've been eating your crops like a big old locust. Now I wanna be a little more in focus. I write the book on loneliness. I write the poem on pain. I'm the obituary in newspapers, lying out in the pouring rain. On loneliness, I write the poem on pain, and the obituary in newspapers, lying out in the pouring rain. Oh, I'm alright. Oh, I'm alright. Who suck it to me? Suck to me. Oh, the obituary, baby. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no. I write the book.
Well, howdy, friends and neighbors. Thanks for stopping by. And Terry Rowland, thank you for allowing us to be a part of yet another Roadhouse Series. This one, again, dedicated to the women of Americana. Tonight is a special night. My singing partner, Lisa, and I, singing live for you.
Been a while.
And this Americana woman is named Gillian Welsh, and this is one of our favorite songs of hers. I hope you like it.
Says
This song was on Dolly Parton's Treasures album, which was released in 1996, and the song is called Just When I Needed You Most. You packed in the morning, I stared out the window and I struggled for something to say. You left in the rain without closing the door. I didn't stand in your way. Now I miss you more than I missed you before, and now where I'll find comfort, God knows, 'cause you left me just when I needed you most. Now most every morning I stare out the window and I think about where you might be. I've written a few letters that I'd like to send, if you just send one to me. 'Cause I need you more than I needed you before, and now where I'll find comfort, God knows, 'cause you left me just when I needed you most. Stared out the window and I struggled for something to say. You left in the rain without closing the door. I didn't stand in your way. Now I love you more than I loved you before, and now where I'll find comfort, God knows. You left me just when I needed you most. You left me just when I needed you most.
Southern trees bear a strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black body swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees. Pastoral scene of the gallant South, the bulging eyes and the twisted mouth, scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh. Then the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here's a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun to rot, for the tree to drop. Here is a strange and bitter crop.
Let's go down by the grapevine, drink my daddy's wine, get happy. Down by the grapevine, drink my daddy's wine, get happy, happy. Oh, sweet blindness, a little magic, a little kindness. Oh, sweet blindness, all over me. 4 leaves on a clover, I'm just a bit of shade hung over. Come on, baby, do a slow float. You're a good-looking riverboat, and ain't that sweet-eye blindness good to me? Let's go down by the grapevine, drink my daddy's wine. Good morning. Down by the grapevine, drink my daddy's wine. Good morning, morning. Oh, sweet blindness, a little magic, a little kindness. Oh, sweet blindness, all over me. Please don't tell my mother I'm a saloon and a moonshine lover. Come on, baby, do a slow float. You're a good-looking riverboat, and ain't that sweet-eyed blindness good to me? Don't ask me, 'cause I ain't gonna tell you what I've been drinking. Ain't gonna tell you what I've been drinking. Ain't gonna tell you what I've been drinking. Wine of wonder, wonder by the way, sweet blindness. A little magic, a little kindness. Oh, sweet blindness, all over me. Don't let daddy hear it. He don't believe in the gin mill spirit. Don't let daddy, don't let daddy, don't let daddy, don't let daddy hear it. You're a good-looking riverboat, and ain't that sweet-eyed blindness? Na-na-na-na-na-na. 'Cause ain't that sweet-eyed blindness good to me?
Hello, this is Carmen Jean. This is Pippi. And on behalf of all of us here at the Roadhouse Series, we want to say Happy Mother's Day. Oh, she just said hi too. We realize there are mothers who have passed on, and future moms and present moms. So we love all of you and thank you for your hard work and devotion. And we also realize that not everyone has had a great relationship with their mother. So we see you. So peace, love, and music from all your family here at the Roadhouse Series. Mwah. Happy Mother's Day.
Hi. So I'm so glad to be here with y'all tonight. And I'm doing a song by Sister Rosetta Tharpe. What a powerhouse. My goodness. She's like the godmother of rock and roll. She can play guitar like ringing a bell. She's just formidable. And I'm doing a very white girl version of That's All. I'm giving it my best shot, and props to her. I encourage everybody to go immediately Google her, look her up if you don't know her already. Of course, you probably do, my audience here. And so anyway, it goes like this. that's all. Yeah, that's all. They gotta have more love, more understanding every day of their life, and that's all. Chad Watson. Listen, people are fighting one another, and they think that they're swell. All they want is your money, and they can go to hey, 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 that's all. Yeah, that's all. Y'all got to have religion, that's all. Now he can go to college and she can go to school, but if they don't have Jesus, they're just educated fools, and that's all. Yeah, that's all. They gotta have more love, more understanding every day of their lives, and that's all.
So in 1967, I'm 13 years old. My family is driving down the PCH, and there's this giant sheet, homemade sign hanging up in front of a coffee house hut, and it says, "Tonight, Janice Ian." I said, Dad, we got to stop. I love Janice Ian records. You know, I had one, Society's Child. And he said, "Oh, you're not old enough to go in there." Of course, he's driving right past it. I'm going, "Well, Janice Ian's not old enough to be in there either." That's my first memory of talking about Janice Ian with the family. And gosh darn, if in 1972, just 5 years later, I'm in New York City, right out of high school, recording with a gospel group called Truth. And on the big chalkboard there for who Atlantic Studios had coming in for the day, after Truth, it was Janice Ian. And I told the guys, "Hey, you go on to dinner. I'm going to stick around. I got to meet Janice Ian." So I kind of followed her into the studio, but she closed the door right in front of me, not knowing I was following her. So I just sat in the hallway that connected the control room to the big vocal booth. And I was sitting there when she was done. She came walking out, and she looked down at me and said, "What are you doing here?" And of course I stood up, and I was a couple of feet taller than her. And I said, "Just a huge fan. I just wanted to meet you. I was recording here with Truth earlier, and when I heard you were going to be here, I just had to meet you." She went, "Oh, well, come on in the control room and meet my daddy, Joe." So that was 1972. We met up again in 1986. She said, "I know you from somewhere." "Oh, I hope it was the day I met your daddy, Joe." So that was at a restaurant called Options in Hollywood, 1986, and we've been friends ever since. So I'm paying tribute to my dear friend and an Americana folk queen. We're going to do a song by Janice Ian called Jessie. Thank you, Janice.
Hi guys, so glad to be doing another Roadhouse Series show with you, and I miss you all live so much. So I'm going to do a song that's really special to me off Joni Mitchell's Ladies of the Canyon album, and it's particularly special because my sister Patty, who was my music mentor and introduced me to the love of folk music, just passed away. So this is going to be dedicated to my sister. But we would get together and try to sing this song, and would be very sentimental about raising our children. And we would start to play, and then one of us would start to choke up, and we'd look at each other and we would laugh and stop playing, and then we would regroup and get serious again and start playing again, and then somebody's eyes would well up and we'd start to laugh again. So anyway, I just appreciate the spirit of this song, and hope you enjoy it. Here's the circle game. Yesterday, a child came out to wander, caught a dragonfly inside a jar. Fearful when the sky was full of thunder, and tearful at the falling of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in a circle game. And the boy moved 10 times round the seasons, skated over 10 clear frozen streams. Words like "when you're older" must appease him, and promises of someday make his dreams. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. 16 springs and 16 summers gone down. Cartwheels turn to cartwheels through the town, and they tell him, take your time, it won't be long now, till you drag your feet too slow, the circle's down. So the years been by, and now the boy is 20. Though his years have lost some grandeur coming true, there'll be new dreams, maybe better dreams, and plenty before the last revolving year is through. And up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came and go round and round and round in the circle again. And go round and round and round in the circle Life is short and going by fast. Let's not mess it up by doing any bickering. I love you guys. See you next time.
Thank you, Pam Lowe and Chad Watson. Thank you. We just witnessed a healing in process and how music plays a part in that. I love your heart, Pam, and Chad, and I love that you're able to sing such a beautiful song for your sister. Thank you. I should add to Chad's story something he left out. He left a road open for a little bit more of story there. So let's talk story on Chad Watson. 1993. It's been there was a 10-year absence from recording and touring by Janice Ian. Now, I was heavy into the singer-songwriter movement that started in the 70s. I was aware of Society's Child, but when Between the Lines came out, the Janice's seminal album, oh boy, it blew me away. And I listened to everything she made. And then she disappeared. She was gone for a while. 1993, she comes out with an album called Breaking Silence. And it is absolutely as stunning as the other albums that she's done in the past, Between the Lines from On. And so she's playing the Coach House. So I go to the Coach House, and she's there with a trio, a beautiful trio of, these guys aren't beautiful. They're big guys, tall guys. And there's little Janice, and she gets up and she brings her magic again, just like she did in the early 70s. And this was about 1992, 1993 at the Coach House. Playing bass is a guy who has a beret on. He looks like he should be playing jazz in Paris. He's got a goatee. He's very tall, and his name is Chad Watson. I saw Janice a couple of times on that tour, including with Jon Stewart at Bogart's, and Chad was there. And the percussionist was just as tall as Chad was, but they made a firelight under Janice that was just wonderful. So I have in my mind this guy Chad, and you can even listen. You can if you find some of the live recordings, there is one where Chad does one of his delicious, crazy bass solos that he dares you to be bored, and then Janice gives him a shout out on record. That's Chad Watson. So Janice loved Chad, and they toured Europe together. They recorded albums together. So that's the story with Chad and Janice Ian. The postscript to the story is a little bit later, a few years later, I'm at a Highwayman show with Willie, Waylon, Johnny, and Chris, and I'm in like the 10th row center, and there in the 5th row center is the guy with the beret, only this time he has a cowboy hat. And I find out he's a country music fan. It's Chad Watson at the show, which later I found out he was backstage. And then a few years later, I meet Chad through the music circuit here in LA and do work with him and find out that he is a diehard country music fan and still is to this day. So that's the story of Chad and Janice Ian. Next up, we have very, very special guests tonight. The Bonfiglio Family Singers. I dubbed them a couple of years ago when they played at Stephen Kalinich's birthday concert at the Coffee Gallery Backstage. And they consist of Rob Bonfiglio, who is he's been the band leader for Wilson Phillips. He's also now playing guitar as part of the Beach Boys touring band, and he's a solo artist in his own right, bringing a great, beautiful pop rock, Philly soul kind of sound to his recordings. So I encourage you to find those. Along with him will be his wife, Carney Wilson of Wilson Phillips, and their beautiful daughter, Lola, who has just turned 16. So they're going to pay a little tribute to Linda Ronstadt for us. Take it away, Bonfiglios.
I'm going back someday, come what may, to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on Blue Bayou, where those fishing boats with their sails afloat, if I could only see that familiar sunrise through sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. Gonna see my baby again, gonna be with some of my friends, maybe I'll feel better again on Blue Bayou. Saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine, looking forward to happier times on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday, come what may, to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on Blue Bayou, where those fishing boats with their sails afloat, if I could only see that familiar sunrise through sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. Oh, that boy of mine by my side, the silver moon and the evening tide. Oh, some sweet day gonna take away this hurting inside. Well, I'll never be blue, my dreams come true on Blue
I'm gonna cry.
Lola.
Thank you, Bonfilios. I want to point out there was so much joy in that, but Carney Wilson is a proud mother, and she's been encouraging Lola to sing. If any of you get a chance to look up her podcast online, she has a show going, and on YouTube you can catch it live and get some great recipes, some great cooking tips, and some great music going along with all of that, and dogs and kids and Rob sneaking around. It's a lot of fun, and I encourage you to check that out. But you'll see a very proud mom there, and a lot of family joy there as well. Thank you guys. Thank you all. Our next section, we're coming into to the last part of the show, and we want to really highlight a few of the songs that people are have prepared, and some written for their mothers, and some featured mothers as well, who are going to be singing for us in the next few minutes, and a couple of old friends of mine. So sit back and enjoy the rest of the show. I'd like to, you'll hear a few more of our mother tributes as well for Mother's Day, as we remember our moms, both as Carmen said, ones who are becoming moms or young moms, and those who are in heaven now as well. So we'd like to start with Eric Chase, who will be celebrating with his mother her 101st birthday. He said he missed her 100th birthday because of the COVID, but we're going to help him celebrate the 101st. Sorry about that. We're going to have a message first from our good friend Joel Bennett, who's in the Deep South, somewhere in Tennessee. So we'll start with that, and then we'll go on to straight into Eric Chase. Thank you.
Howdy, y'all. This here's Joey Bennett from Oak Ridge, Tennessee. And most of y'all know me as Joel, but my mama, Billy Wayne Heath, always called me Joey. And since this year's show's for mamas and ladies, today I'm going to be Joey for her. Well, she took awful good care of me and my brother and sister. Brought us to church 3 times a week. Wednesday night was a prayer meeting, and you sure don't want to miss training union on a Sunday evening, because there might be a nighttime baptizing, and you sure don't want to miss that. She read me Bible stories from a huge Bible lay on the living room table. When I was a toddler, she'd read to me every day when she had time. Those giant color plates with biblical people doing biblical things. They were magnificent. Except for the one with David was brandishing Goliath's gory head. That one skeeved me out pretty much. She always tailored the stories for my benefit. I learned that David's army won the battle because they ate tomatoes and they ate green beans. While the Philistines, they ate cakes and pies of the wickedest kind. Yes, sir, she raised me right. To Billy Wayne Heath of the Cumberland Gap, and all mothers everywhere, I thank you, and may the good Lord bless you. And God bless music, especially the kind y'all are going to hear tonight. I love you, Mama. Keep my seat warm up yonder.
Hi, everybody. The song I'm going to do tonight is I Know You by Heart. It was written by Diane Scanlon and Eve Nelson. Diane wrote the lyrics and Eve wrote the music. It was recorded by Eva Cassidy shortly before she passed away. And I'd like to dedicate it to my mom. Mom turns 101 on Thursday, and I will be there for her birthday this year. I missed her 100th birthday last year because of the pandemic. I couldn't be with her. So this one goes out to Mom, and I know I'll be singing this one someday at her memorial service. This is I Know You by Heart. Midnights in winter, glowing fire lights up your face in orange and gold. I saw your sweet smile shine through the darkness. Its line is etched in my memory, so I know you by heart. Mornings in April, sharing the secrets. We walked until the morning was gone. We were like children, laughing for hours. The joy you gave me lives on and on, 'cause I know you by heart. I still hear your voice on warm summer nights, whispering like the wind. Oh, 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 you left in autumn, the leaves were turning. I walked down roads of orange and gold. I saw your sweet smile, I heard your laughter. You're still here beside me every day, 'cause I know you by heart. 'Cause I know you by heart. Back to you, Terry.
This is a song by longtime friend Dulcie Taylor. She lives up towards the middle of the state, does country music, and allowed me to do this song. This world can break a body, tear dreams apart, but deep in the darkest hour, a miracle can start. When I am old, darling, and dreaming back through time, I'll still thank God for giving me a love like yours and mine. You don't take me for granted, you don't try to hold me down. You want to see me happy, you love me the way I am. When I dreaming back through time, I'll still thank God for giving me a love like yours and mine. When I am old, darling, and dreaming back through time, I'll still thank God for giving me a love like yours and mine, yours and mine.
I am an orphan on God's highway, but I'll share my trouble if you go my way. I have no mother, no father, no sister, no brother. I am an orphan girl. I have had friendships, pure and golden, but the ties of kinship, I have not known them. I know no mother, no father, no sister, no brother. I am an orphan girl. When he calls, I will be able to meet my family at God's table. I'll meet my mother, my father, my sister, my brother. No more an orphan girl. Blessed Savior, make me willing and walk beside me till I see them. Be my mother, be my father, my sister, my brother. No more an orphan girl. I am an orphan I never thought about running out of time, but there's something in your smile that keeps me hanging round your door. And whenever there's a reason, I find myself alone in your smile. I always have a home. I never realized life unfolds right before our eyes, always searching for something real, not knowing it's in what we choose to feel. Now whenever there's a reason, I find myself alone in your smile. I always have a home. I never gave much thought to how I got from here to there. Now I'm on my own, with so much of life yet left to share. And whatever the reason, you're at my journey's end. In your smile, I always have a friend. And whenever there's a reason, I find myself alone in your smile. I always have a home.
Thank you, Kathy Woosley. Wanted to say something about that. That's an original song that Kathy wrote for her mother. And I can't thank you enough, Kathy, and all of you for how you've given of your heart with this. We have shown the sweetest love for women of American music in songs like these, and in songs especially for our mothers. Kathy, that was a true love song. And Randy Miller said it best. He said, my favorite Americana singer-songwriter, Kathy Woosley. Thank you. And I also want to just say a couple of words about the Gellenshers. Janice, who did the Orphan Girl, she was on screen right there. Janice and Andy have been great contributors to folk music and singer-songwriters in the Claremont area. They have a whole legacy, I believe, behind them of house concerts and song circles and work with the song makers. So I want to thank her for doing that for us tonight and for being there and for both her and Andy's contributions to the music. We really do appreciate it. Let's continue on now with our section for Songs for Mother with one from Doug Conlon. Thank you.
This song was written for my mom. Well, I don't remember, can't tell you when. I missed anyone more, not sure it'll end. I've been waiting and hoping, and I'm taking it slow. You've been gone so long, and I can't let go. I know you can't come back, I know you cannot stay. I can feel your love, but your world away. I've been running through my mind like you do every day. It's all I have, oh memory, don't you fade away. I'm throwing darts in the ocean, watching them sink away. No intended target, no, I don't have to aim. Sitting on this beach and waiting for your wave to take me away, take me away. Take me to you. Take me to you. Take me to you. It amazes me how I miss you so much. Your big old smile and your gentle touch. The way you told me I'll be okay is what brought me here with you today. I'm throwing darts in the ocean, watching them sink away. Target, no, I don't have to aim. Sitting on this beach and waiting for your wave. Take me away, take me away. Take me to you. Take me to you. Take me.
I'm doing a traditional song, Odeta's version. It's called All the Pretty Little Horses, and it's a lullaby. Hush-a-bye, don't you cry. Go to sleep, little baby. roses. Way down yonder in the meadow lies my poor little babe. Bees and butterflies are pecking on its eyes. Poor little things crying at me. Blacks and bays, apples and grays, on the pretty little horses. Go to sleep, little baby. When you wake, you shall have on the pretty little horses.
Hey, happy Mother's Day, everyone. I'm Max. I'm Sandra McCott's son, and I'm just tuning in to say I love you, Mom. And thank you for always singing to me when I was a baby, and when I was a kid, and then when I was an adolescent, and then when I was a teenager, and then when I was in my 20s, and now that I'm in my 30s. And you're singing for the world, and it's awesome, and I love you.
Oh, heavenly day, all the clouds blew away. I got no trouble today. Will anyone smile face? I live only to see. It's enough for me, baby. It's enough for me. Oh, heavenly day, heavenly day, heavenly day. Tomorrow may rain sorrow. Here's a little time we can borrow. Forget all our troubles in these moments so few. Oh, because right now the only thing that all that we really have to do is have ourselves a heavenly day. Lay here and watch the trees sway. heavenly, 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 heavenly day. Oh, all the troubles gone away. Oh, for a while, anyway, for a while, anyway, heavenly day, heavenly day, heavenly day, heavenly day, heavenly day, oh, heavenly
Oh, it's my baby. Don't you want to run? Don't you want to run? Huh?
My mom raised 9 of us. I don't know how she did it. I guess a lot of love and commitment, patience, wisdom, courage, strength. So to my mom and to great moms everywhere, including one of the greatest moms I know, Kathy Marshall, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. The tributes are beautiful. Music is great. Thank you. Right now, we're coming into the last couple of songs for the show tonight, and I would like to acknowledge the people behind the scenes, and especially the women behind the scenes who have influenced so much in music. I have a special one that's coming up. A good friend of mine is like a brother. He is a brother. Is Michael McCarty, a great singer-songwriter and rock artist in his own right. He was one of my brother's best friends, and they had a friend named Celeste Ray. And I remember Celeste back in the late 60s. I was 12, 13 years old, and I was listening to my brother sing songs that he had written. And I remember Celeste being so encouraging and really, really building up my brother's just abilities to take chances and to write songs. And she did the same with Michael McCarty. And later on, I would hear about Celeste from my brother Ken. She had become a personal assistant to Johnny Rivers. And she worked with Johnny Rivers in his career for many, many years. Then she worked in placement in movies, for music in movies. And she helped her friends, and she helped her musician friends from back in those days, including Michael McCarty and my brother, to find work and to make better music. When my brother died suddenly in 1996, it'll be 25 years ago this year, Celeste was right there. She was the one of the people who strongly believed that death was not the end, and that when someone passes away, there's something else that happens afterwards. Death is not the end, as Bob Dylan has written. And she believed that firmly, and she was so confident about it that even in the tragedy of my brother's sudden, unexpected death, her confidence and her faith made it just a little bit easier for me. And I know that she did that for many people throughout her life. Well, she had cancer a few years back, and she passed away. And my friend Michael McCarty, who was also so close to my brother, and whenever I talk to Michael, I still see my brother, and I still hear him in his voice. He wrote this song especially for Celeste, who was also a mother and was also just a nurturer to so many people, to so many artists. So we'd like to present this song and video that Michael McCarty did for Celeste Ray. Thank you.
Our friend, our old friend, left us here, waiting at the end, just when the journey is about to begin. You're leaving us behind, old friend. Some souls are lucky, they'll have you now. What we have lost, they have found. Life is hard, I hear there's a plan. I guess one day we'll all understand. But till that day, with us too, and we'll all try and stay as strong as you. On that day we meet again, that lovely day we meet again, we'll see your warm, loving smile, old friend. You're beautiful so, old friend. Doesn't matter why, doesn't matter when, can't matter now, won't matter then. Always together, never alone. When we're finished here, we're all going home, and we'll see you then, old friend. Yes, we'll all see you again, old friend.
Thank you, Michael. And thank you, everyone. We're going to let Brooks Taylor take us home with an appropriately enough titled song, Adios. I'll be right back after that to sign out with you, so stay tuned.
This is by the incomparable Linda Ronstadt. It's a Jimmy Webb tune performed by Jimmy Webb and Glenn Campbell, of course. What a surprise, right? But it's called Adios. Don't say goodbye, say adios. Ran away from home when I was 17 to be with you on the California coast, drinking margaritas all night in the old cantina out on the California coast. Don't think that I'm ungrateful, don't look so morose. Adios. Adios. We never really made it, baby, but we came pretty close. Adios, adios, adios. Headed up north where the hills of winter green, I had to leave you on the California coast, going where the water is clear and the air is cleaner than on the California coast. Our dreams of endless summer were just too grandiose. Adios. Adios. And I'll miss the blood-red sunsets, but I'll miss you the most. Adios, adios. 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 Adios.
Thank you, Brooks. The soulful version of Adios in tribute to Linda Ronstadt. Thank you. And fortunately for us, it's not time to say adios, maybe just for tonight, but we'll be back next month with a tribute to singer-songwriters where I pick some of my favorite singer-songwriters that I know and ask them to pay tribute with one influence and one original song of their own. That'll be next month. And then we're gearing up this summer toward the fall. We're looking at late August to early September for a reopening of the Coffee Gallery Backstage. Thanks to Chris Moshos and Amanda Mosho, we had a great benefit last Saturday. That raised lots of money to help with the reopening of the Coffee Gallery Backstage. So we can look forward to that. I'll have announcements. I'll put out announcements about the first and the second Roadhouse reopening with the Coffee Gallery. And we'll be able to see each other in person again, all together. So thank you so much for everyone, for your sharing, for your words, the words that came from your heart, for the songs that brought us so much soul tonight. You've made the world a better place. And thank you for contributing for Patrick Carrico to help him in his recovery from surgery. Thank you, everyone. And we'll see you next time around. Thank you.